In this video, I want to ask you something personal. Is the supplement you're taking truly helping your kidneys, or quietly destroying them? Today, I'm going to tell you the heartbreaking story of a woman who trusted TikTok influencers and ended up on dialysis. But listen, not all supplements are villains. In fact, I'll also show you a little-known remedy, a hidden gem that actually saved 129 stage 5 kidney patients from failure. Hardly anyone is talking about it, but you need to know. Today I found my very first white hair. Not from age but from reading a patient's supplement list. 47 pills a day. $800 a month. And the worst part? 80% of those so-called health boosters were nothing but kidney poison. I'm not exaggerating. Look at this, I'm literally holding the white hair. And honestly, it's not even her fault. It's TikTok. It's YouTube. It's influencers with massive followings and zero medical training. They're selling millions on the idea that fatigue must mean parasites, or that aging can be reversed if you buy their latest miracle peptide. Here's what they never say. Yes, some supplements are absolutely essential when you're living with CKD. But the wrong ones? They can fast-track you straight to dialysis. That's why today we're separating the real healing tools from the scams that are landing people in emergency rooms. And it gets wild. TikTok will have you terrified of worms inside you. No joke. Spend a few minutes scrolling and you'll start wondering if you're being eaten alive. Suddenly, exhaustion isn't from working 2 jobs to pay for healthcare, it's because of invisible parasites rebelling in your gut. Then comes the sales pitch. Don't worry, just buy this miracle parasite cleanse. And people do 29,000 reviews on Amazon prove it. The logic? It stinks, so it must be killing the worms. That's medieval witch doctor thinking, not medicine. But here's the truth, that main ingredient, wormwood, doesn't just wipe out parasites. Taken in high doses or too long, it can trigger acute kidney failure, gastritis, and even inflammatory anemia. In other words, it won't just kill the worms, it might destroy your kidneys too. So, how do you really get rid of parasites? Simple: stop taking your medical advice from TikTok. But here's the scary part, parasites are just the appetizer on TikTok's buffet of bad health advice. The main course? Something even more dangerous: healing peptides. You've probably heard your favorite fitness influencer rave about them. Bro, it heals everything. Faster recovery. Reverse aging. Cures all injuries. Amazing advice from someone who probably struggled to pass high school biology. It would almost be funny if it weren't so tragic. Because this isn't a tiny corner of the internet. Healing peptides have racked up over 50 million views on TikTok and YouTube, with more than 100,000 people gathered in Reddit groups dedicated to them. And still, influencers call them underrated. Underrated? No. Dangerous? Absolutely. So let's clear this up. What are peptides, really? In chemistry, they're just short chains of proteins. And yes, some of them are being studied as treatments for certain illnesses. But here's the reality. Despite millions of flashy videos telling you to inject yourself, we have only one published study involving, you ready? 2 human beings. That's it. 2 people. The entire safety profile is based on a sample size so small it's basically a bad Tinder double date. Statistically speaking, a clown car has a bigger and more diverse test population than this so-called miracle cure. So, are peptides good or bad? Let's be real, they're amazing only if your dream is to become a human guinea pig. And just when you thought TikTok was bad enough, let me tell you what's really giving me a stomach ulcer: those so-called kidney cleanse supplements on Amazon. Honestly, they should come with a giant red label saying, "Do not try this at home." Because if you search kidney cleanse right now, you'll find dozens of mystery pills multiplying faster than conspiracy theories on Facebook. That's why, every time a patient tells me, "I found this amazing kidney supplement on Amazon," I swear I age 5 years on the spot. Because here's the truth: these supplements are like drunk drivers on the highway. They might take you somewhere, but chances are, it's the emergency room. Let me show you why. Here's one popular example: Kidney Cleanse by Dr. Bo. Sounds trustworthy, right? But look closer. The ingredient list is a botanical nightmare: birch leaf, bo leaf, goldenrod, horsetail, juniper berry. Do you know what those are? Diuretics. Now imagine you're already on prescription diuretics, and you toss these on top. Congratulations, you just booked yourself a one-way trip to Dehydration City. Population: your poor, shriveled kidneys. And wait, it gets worse. They throw in Chancapiedra, which only helps if you have kidney stones. Then the crown jewel of bad decisions, cinnamomum cassia. They call it calcio-cinnamon to sound fancy. Cinnamon in small doses for blood sugar? Great. But this version? It's laced with coumarin, which can wreck your liver. So now, instead of just kidney failure, you get to add liver damage to the party. This is why nephrologists roll their eyes or break out in hives whenever patients mention natural supplements. And honestly, I can't blame them. Cocktails like these are the reason doctors trust supplements about as much as a fox guarding a henhouse. The mainstream supplement that sends you to the ER. You know what makes my blood boil? There's a supplement out there being sold as safe, even for kids, when in reality it's sending people straight to the emergency room. And the craziest part? Big Supplement has spent millions convincing us it's harmless. They say it helps you sleep. They say it reduces stress. But you know what's really stressful? Kidney failure. And that's exactly what this so-called miracle pill can cause. Yep, it's time we talk about ashwagandha. Ashwagandha is everywhere now. You'll see it in gummies, sleep formulas, men's health boosters, and unbelievably, even in children's supplements. We are literally giving kids a pill linked to organ damage. What's next? Baby's first cigarette. What they don't tell you about ashwagandha. Here's the part the ashwagandha industry doesn't want you to know: it's been linked to liver injury, kidney damage, thyroid dysfunction. It messes with diabetes meds, blood pressure pills, thyroid hormones, basically, your entire medicine cabinet. And then there's the nightmare story that still keeps me up at night: a kidney transplant patient who lost their brand new kidney because of ashwagandha. Imagine waiting years for a transplant, finally getting your second chance at life only to have it destroyed by a stress relief supplement. That's not stress relief, that's tragedy in capsule form. So the next time an influencer tells you ashwagandha is natural and safe, remember, poison ivy is natural, too. Doesn't mean you should rub it on your skin or feed it to your kids. The supplement's worth your time. But let's not stop at warnings. If you're tired of TikTok's health traps and influencer hype, let's shift into real science, into supplements that actually help. Say you're looking for something to relax, sleep better, or even sharpen your focus without risking a trip to the ER. There's one option that's safe, cheap, effective, and won't interfere with your prescriptions: L-theanine. L-theanine is a natural compound found in tea. It improves focus, smooths out stress, and gently supports sleep. Want to know a secret? Every time I'm on a deadline, I reach for L-theanine to stay calm, productive, and clear-headed. It's like having a quiet little superpower in your back pocket. And the best part? You don't need to worry about safety. Billions of people drink tea every day, and nobody ends up in the hospital because of it. While workaholics like me use it to stay sharp, L-theanine is also a gentle, effective sleep aid without the scary risks. Let's talk about more underrated supplements. Don't underestimate this one thing. Treating sleep as a priority, not a luxury, is one of the simplest ways to protect not just your kidneys, but your overall health. And yes, we even have some research hinting that L-theanine may shield kidneys from drug-induced injury. But personally, I wouldn't put it in the kidney support category. Where L-theanine really shines is for those restless nights when your mind won't stop racing, or when you need focus without the jitters. If you're reaching for ashwagandha for that, please don't. L-theanine is the gentler, safer, and honestly far more underrated choice. Now, let's get into the good stuff. As promised, let's look at some supplements that are truly underrated, the ones backed not by influencers or glossy commercials, but by serious research published in respected medical journals. And that's important. Because in an age where misinformation spreads faster than the flu, you need to know how to separate the hype from the truth. So let's dive into some science-backed kidney support. The study that changed everything. Here's something incredible. The Journal of Pharmacology and Pharmacotherapy recently published a study where researchers tested two of the most promising supplements for kidney patients, probiotics and NAC. But here's the twist: they paired each with a little-known but powerful ally, keto analogs. Think of keto analogs as the foundation. Every single patient in the study got them, along with a specialized diet. That alone is already a strong tool for protecting kidney function. But researchers wanted to push the results even further, so they split the patients into two groups. Group A got the foundation keto analogs plus a probiotic booster. Group B got the foundation keto analogs plus an NAC booster. For 6 months, they tracked 50 patients with advanced CKD. And here's the stunning part: both groups improved. Not just slowing decline. Not just holding steady. These patients, real people with advanced kidney disease, saw their kidney function go up over 6 months. Let that sink in: improvement, not just survival. That's the power of pairing the right supplements with solid science. So, which booster ingredient gave them the edge? Now for the million-dollar question: since both groups had the same powerful foundation, which booster gave them the ultimate edge? Was it the antioxidant punch of NAC, or the gut-healing magic of probiotics? Well, the answer is clear. The group that combined keto analogs with probiotics saw the biggest improvement, the most significant drop in creatinine levels. That was the winning formula. But don't write NAC off, it still worked, and patients improved with it. The real takeaway, though, is this: a low-protein diet, keto analogs, and renal probiotics. That's the 1-2 punch that can slow CKD, sometimes even reverse decline, and give patients a real fighting chance. And here's the beauty of it: when you ignore TikTok's dangerous gimmicks and start listening to actual science, you don't just get hope, you get a plan. And that, my friend, is how you win. The hidden gem that saved 129 patients from dialysis. But wait, I've saved the best for last. If you thought keto analogs were underrated, let me show you the heavyweight champion of hidden gems. This supplement has actually been shown in studies to reduce the need for dialysis. Not my words, the researchers' words. And here's the twist: it's not some exotic, expensive formula. It's the same supplement gym bros and fitness influencers use to build muscle, essential amino acids. Yep, the exact same thing TikTok sells as a workout booster might just save your kidneys. Unlike keto analogs, essential amino acids are cheap, easy to find, and you don't need a prescription. But here's the key: just like keto analogs, they only work when paired with a very low-protein diet. That combination is powerful enough to keep some patients off dialysis entirely. Think about that. There are people alive today, living without dialysis, simply because they had the right diet and the right supplement. And thank you for staying with me today. I hope this gave you clarity and more than that, hope. Protect your kidneys, protect your future. God bless you.